What is up, my beautiful love buds? It's Rodder, and welcome to another video. Hi guys, welcome to another video. It's Rodder, it's your boy. Anyway, I'm gonna teach you a little bit about certain shapes that are practically used in drawing pretty much anything, and also like how to combine those shapes and just make them look more like a character, you know? So pretty much, yeah, let's get to it. Okay, so the first thing you want to keep in mind is like the main shapes, which are pretty much square, rectangle, triangle, hexagon, or whatever, like for freaking shapes. I don't remember exactly like the certain shapes, but pretty much decent shapes. I mean, for if you're learning how to do like a head, it's pretty obvious that you just want to do like a circle. Let me just do that a little more rough. You just need to learn about the circle. I mean, you can distort these main shapes into whatever the frick you want, but these are the most common shapes used. The one other one which is kind of used when you're drawing more female type characters in a case is this one, because, and I'll show you guys what I mean by this one because it will actually make a little more sense once I kind of like give you some examples. Yeah, those are the basic shapes that you need to know. So I've probably already shown you this, but I'm not sure if I've ever shown you guys this, but let's just say if you're drawing a side view, I can show you how to do that right freaking now, because like it's a very cool thing to do if you guys are ever wanting to do like more side things, like going at an angle sort of like this, which is going out like this. The character's looking down like this, and if they're like looking over here and everything, like they'll be looking at here, or like there are many different perspective angles, but this is one of my more popular ones because I like doing this because it gives the character more of a realistic feel. And you guys see me doing this a lot with Rodder. Like as you can see on a lot of posts on my Instagram, go follow my Instagram at freaking Rodder Totter Creations or whatever the fuck my name is, or Rods on Instagram or whatever. Yeah, I'll show up a picture like right now. So yeah, there it is. So pretty much there are different angles. You can make them look up like this, and you can make them look down, like all the way downwards, or like a little bit like at an angle. Like there's so many different angles that you can do for your character, but this one in particular is one of my favorites. So pretty much if you're ever doing a body thing, like which is at a side angle, you're pretty much going to want to do an oval at kind of like a slanted angle, like going up at an angle like this a little bit, because when the character is looking over here, their head will be right about here, and they'll be looking over here. So that's a cool thing that I like to do. It's almost like a bowl shape because like you'll be doing this, and it's almost like a bowl shape because like that's probably one of the easier things to do. Then you will draw the baselines for where everything will be, but then what you'll want to do is you're probably going to want to bring down almost like a bendy curve almost. It kind of gives the character more of a more realistic feel. What you're going to want to do is, well, like here, let me show you what I mean, guys. Pretty much what you're going to want to do is you're going to like shape out where the head is, because like now, like, do you see what I mean now? Like it's more of a looking that angle type of thing. Like those lines are very sucky right now. If you're looking at a chest, if you look at how I draw chest, you'll have to think about like where the lines are, because it won't go straight across, because like that's not the way of anatomy. You'll probably just bring out the chest to make it look a little more realistic, and then kind of slant it at like a curve this a little bit like on the chest, because that will give it the chest look that it needs. Up here is like the chest line where the neck bone is and everything, and it'll kind of line up. Also, the one thing that I realized would make your characters look a little more realistic is if you add the rib cage. Like especially if you're drawing males, like you can actually put the rib cage, you can actually do like a swoop up kind of like this. That's how I usually draw ribs. It shows a lot of, it gives it a detail, and then you can kind of bring the stomach in at a weird like angle, kind of like this a little bit. I mean, don't like do it this exaggerated, but like you get what I mean. And then you can kind of bring the neck down, connect it at kind of an angle. Neck does connect to the shoulders. Don't like just make it like inwards. Give it a slant because that's where the shoulder is. Yeah, let me just add ears to make sure that like it looks a little more realistic. So the next thing you want to do is, if you're drawing a shoulder on the right side, then pretty much what you're going to want to do is you're going to bring up this shoulder, which kind of brings it up, and if it like, and kind of make it to where like it twines with the muscle, but it doesn't go through the muscle. Just make it like this because it will give it a more realistic feel. And if you guys can see, he looks like he's actually looking like this way, like I was talking to you about, because like that's kind of like the thing that we're going for. Remember where the tendons in the neck are, because the tendons in the neck will make your character stand out a little more, and it will make them have a more realistic feel. Don't forget the love handles on your character, because the love handles are kind of like a certain detail that you need if you want to have like good hips on your character, just so you know. And then pretty much you'll bring down like biceps and everything, and I'll probably do the same thing for this side. Kind of ball out. If this is a male character, kind of ball out the shoulders because it gives the character muscular feel and it gives them the more muscle body that you might want. And then there's the forearms. Like I don't personally draw a lot of this, but I do draw a lot of just like shapes intertwined together like this, and I just kind of just do this in a certain way. If you guys want, I can show you how to draw like certain positions of like a character to make them like look in a more action, like in a more action based pose. So if you guys would like that, let me know down in a comment, because I would actually love doing that. I have some experience with that, and that would just be something cool that I would like to show you guys. Let me know if you guys would want that. But anyway, like you can just bring down where the love handles connect and where like the thighs kind of connect with the hip. He kind of has that bendy look. See, he kind of has that bendy look. It gives the character a bend, which you wouldn't get like pretty much anywhere else. It's how to make things bendy, because if you like, here's an example. If you look at a certain picture and you see a certain detail, you'll see that there are different lines. There's the head, there's the main body, there's the legs, and then there's the arms, which go out like this. And then you'll have like the main shapes of your character, blah, 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 blah. There will always be baselines for everything. Like this one is the collarbone and shoulder stuff. And then down here will be the belly button. Down here will be his crotch area. And then there are different areas that you need to like learn to connect together to make things work. Elbow joints, shoulders. I can show you the different things about a face if you guys want. But there's so many different things that I can show you guys personally. But yeah, like I'll teach you about like where joints are and how you can make them curve in certain directions to make your characters have a little more life and a little more like twang to their figures, because trust me, it does look a little bad when like you don't know how to make your characters like pretty curvy. I mean, no offense to people who don't know that, okay? No offense, don't take offense to that. I'm just saying like I can show you a way of doing that in a better way. So yeah, anyway, yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this. I do like always teaching you guys new tricks, because I always feel like that it helps you, and I always feel that it's always like good for people just to know tricks. I mean, even if they already know them, it's always good to know a little bit more, you know, because it just helps with your art, in your progression, in your art skills and everything. It just helps a lot with like a lot of that stuff. Anyway, thank you Fluffbutts so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you did enjoy this, and also if you did learn something, also leave a like for that. I will see you Fluffbutts in the next video that I do, which will probably be next Sunday, because it's usually that I'm planning on uploading. So I love you Fluffbutts so much, and I will see you next time. Make sure to subscribe.